All right, so we're back in the garage. We're at the point now where we can start installing cabinets. Yeah, I mean, you just gotta make sure it's level, take your time. It's basically the same install procedure as the MSS cabinets. And make sure everything's level front to back, side to side. That's really all there is to it. It's easy, Mike, like I always say, everything's easy. Everything's easy. You need to have an anchor cabinet. That being where you start from. What's gonna be my anchor cabinet is gonna be this corner cabinet, this one right here. So I'm gonna put this one in, get this one level, and then everything else will basically be measured off of this. So I've got a laser set up over here on the 2 posts, magnetic laser base, and I'll shoot a laser across this. I'll use that for making sure it's level. So whatever this sets at it, we'll use that laser, zero off that. I'll measure off the cabinet to the laser line, and we'll set all the other cabinets accordingly. So, all right, that's it. Everything's from laser line to surface of top cabinet, 15 millimeters all the way around. So, see how easy that was, Mike? That literally took 14 seconds. Yeah.
People can do this.
People can do this. You too can spend some money to get some MSS Plus or some MSS cabinets.
You could.
And install. So the leveling feet are 5 millimeter, whereas all of these are 6 millimeter. Just so you know, for those of you doing this easy install. Okay, so they're 15. So right here we're at 8. So we got to come down about 6, 7 millimeters. Let's be honest, everything in here is easy to install, Mike. No big deal. Easy peasy. Yeah, it's just, you just do it. All right, so there's that one. That's done. So now, this recycle bin goes here. Then there's a bridge panel that goes here. It's another top that it's like this band right here. Pretty good. The last piece is this other recycle bin that goes here. And then there's a second bridge that goes here that becomes Matt's desk. But theoretically, he can have his desk here if he wants. If he wants to check out, what Curated's doing, he can sit here. Or he can sit here where he can look at the wall. We're gonna have a roller that comes in either into here or into this one. So it'll fit in either location. So it's gonna be good. So that's the plan here. So I think next thing we'll do, we'll get this cabinet spaced off of there, the 35 inches, then we'll get this one on the same plane as this array, and then we can put the bridge in. All right, that's it. All right, bridge is done. These are gonna go here, like so. You can get them pretty close to all the way in. All right, then we get a couple more. And this piece will go in. Like that. There we go. And then what you wanna do is you wanna use a ball drive, because that way you can do it at an angle. So, all right, there's that one. So now I've got to go grab this longer one here. I'm using waterless wash, Mike. I just had to, Mike. So this has rubber on the sides, has these little rollers down here. So, and it's got bumpers in the back side, so you can't mess anything up. And there are handles, obviously, that go here and here. They're inside there, but that's pretty sweet. Now that we have the handles on, so it's as simple as this. You can roll it around, take it over to your 2-post or your scissor lift or 4-post, whatever you have, and then you use it, and then you just put it back in its little garage. And then if you want to, you can lock the brakes, like so it doesn't move anywhere. It's good to go. It's meant to be. That's pretty sick. And the other thing we didn't mention here, if you pull it out, obviously if you have a nice blue tree countertop or stainless steel and you want something to work on, you don't have to worry about how it looks. You got this one here. It's got this like hard plastic that's replaceable, obviously. Or you can put something on here other than this that's sacrificial. You can bang on it, do everything you want to do, take something apart, rebuild your, I don't know, alternator, whatever you want to do. All right, so next up, back panels. So we have a 619 that's going here. This one's like a 670, well, who cares? I'm putting the back panels in. This one's 619 by something like 1140. So anyway, what you do is you put these in. These are also slotted, like almost like a keyhole with a slot. So, there we go. It just pops in like so. Okay. All right, so what's left? We got the 2 uppers to put up, and then what I'm gonna do is bring the sawhorses over, set those up over here. We're gonna flip the countertop over because we have to mend it together right at that corner. So there's a 45 there, some hardware to do that. So next thing I'll do is just get these mounted up there and get them tightened up, and then we'll work on countertop. And then we can put the drawers back in. There we go. So now we got the keyhole bolts, and then these are the not keyholes, so you have to install these next. Oh, wow. It's instructions, Mike. That's it. Cabinets are basically done. Now we just have to do the countertops. All right, so I got some of the guys to help me set the counters in place. It's a 4-man operation, so got to do the fun part now, which is to get it back in place. Also, I have to take ownership of this. I missed that there was another cabinet here. So all I had was just a render to go by, and I did the renders from far away, and I didn't see that other cabinet. So I went and measured the countertops and realized, wait, that countertop's too long for this. And then I zoomed in and realized there's another cabinet there. So I added this one and the little extra backsplash in there. So luckily we had all the parts for it. So now it's just a matter of sliding the countertop in place, getting the seam all lined up perfectly, and then attaching from the bottom side. So I do love these tops. I would have a hard time working on it though. It would just need to look at, because I would destroy this. And that's it. And attach the top all the way around. And as Dad would say, it's not going anywhere. So we're back. Obviously, we've finished that array there for Matt's desk, and he's already putting car parts, storing car parts here. So we're gonna work on getting this built out. I'm gonna start at the left side here where the closet's going, and then we're gonna work this way until we get to the Nussbaum scissor lift control, which is gonna go in this cabinet. So I'm all done up to this point. So this is the cabinet that is going to get the Nussbaum control. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut a hole in the back for the hydraulic lines to come inside the cabinet. There's also electric back here, so I need to do that. So once I got that set up, then I can install this cabinet and finish it out. And then I'll come back after and take the Nussbaum, the control and the tank and everything off of it, and I'll install it inside the cabinet. And then, like I said before, the controls will go in the door. So I'm gonna take care of this right now, get it laid out, and then I'll just cut some holes and we'll continue.
It's been pretty smooth sailing.
So far, so good, Mike. Yeah. Managed to manhandle these suckers around by myself. This one's heavy, and it's got some tools in it. So we're, my back hurts, Mike. I'm kidding, it does fine. And those of you watching that might want to install a Nussbaum scissor lift and then put your control in your cabinet. So what I've done, as you can see, I put a big giant hole there where my wire will come through. That's going to be, I'm going to put a cover plate on that, wire that in. There's our hydraulic lines ready to hook into the control. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tank and the solenoids and the capacitor. This will pick up, set on the ground, and then I'll take the electrical out of it, put the tank in, and then the electrical, which is this here, and this push button will go in the door. So first things first, I'm just going to take this off and hook the hydraulic lines up to it and slide it in the cabinet. Easy peasy, Mike. Mike, you could do this. It's easy. You can, Mike. Why don't I put this in? Because everything is done. I have the switch where it goes. All right, just like that. And then we'll bundle these wires up nicely. Some zip ties. Essentially, that's what it's gonna look like. All right, so most of you saw I have this, have the noose bump control in the door and the push button up here. So I did a 70 millimeter wide by 310 millimeter rectangular slot. I cut that with a grinder, which we didn't show on camera, but cut that with a grinder with a slitting wheel. Put the push button up here, and then I've got now the cables are all tidied up. Everything's neat and tidy. What I did with the hydraulic lines is on the bottom of these cabinets, there's a hole about that big with a rubber grommet in it. So I ran the cables, the hoses, rather than running them through the bottom of the side of the cabinet, my conduit or my sleeving is all the way up against the wall. So I ran it out of the sleeving and right into that grommet in the bottom of the back side of this cabinet, and it runs straight up and into the top of the control. It works perfect. And then, I've tied up all my control wiring and power wiring. I've got the receptacle is directly in line with the back of this cabinet, so I wired everything in there. And I made everything slack enough so that we can actually take this out if it has to be serviced, oil changes, if a solenoid goes bad, whatever, there's enough slack to set it right here on the ground and service it. So a pretty clean setup. All right, so since we've got that done, we've tested it out, power was on, it works great. We couldn't lift it very high because Matt's car is sitting on there, and it's not sitting on straight. So anyway, I'm gonna continue on. I've got this cabinet to do and that one in the closet, and that'll finish out the array, and then we got to start with back panels and uppers. So for right now, I'm gonna start with these. Might be able to get it done today. What is it, 3:30 now? Yeah, we'll get the lowers done, and then back panels and uppers tomorrow. All right, Mike, this is the last cabinet. So I was checking this. It's, we're perfectly plumb all the way down. And the sight down at there, it's pretty good, Mike. Yeah, I'm pretty good at what I'm doing here, Mike. So anyway, last cabinet. Then we have to do the back panels and the uppers. But this is it. So we'll get this in, and I'm gonna level this, get it attached to this upright, and then we can slap in the back panels. And then do countertops, Mike. All right, so the uppers are in. Everything's good. Back panels are in. Obviously, there's some screw holes in here because there was a TV here where it was previously installed, but we're gonna do the same thing. There's a big TV here. I think Matt said he wants to do an 83-inch here, so that'll be coming up. So we'll put our TV bracket on and it'll hide all those holes, and most of this whole void will be taken up with TV. Obviously, there's audio still to come. That's something we'll address after this is all done. Matt will probably like to be involved in that. So I think next we just have to put the drawers back in, and then we have to put the top on, Mike. That's kind of a big deal. So we'll get it wiped down after we put drawers in, then we'll slide the top on. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Well, it fits in there. That's good. But didn't.
It's short over here because it shrunk. Well, we go one way and then we're gonna end up cutting a sliver out of the other one, putting it in here. Yeah.
Easy.
All right, so now I just have to screw the top down from underneath, put the drawers back in, and yeah, thanks guys. Yeah, it does look nice.
That's the creme de la creme right there.
Yeah, that's it. That's the crowning jewel. Yeah. Yeah. I like this, Mike.
Those are Mike F buttons.
Yeah.
Mike F buttons.
Yeah. 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 That's you know, I might say that's a good job. You know? All right. So I think now I don't have anybody to help me. Can you help me? I'm gonna put the drawers in because it's really a two-man operation. If you got a few minutes? All right. All right, Michael. That's it. We're done. It's done. All the drawers are back in. Little final wipe down, little fingerprints here and there. But I think we got it. I did a quick eraser wipe down and cleaned all the drawers out. I think it looks pretty good. These cabinets have been moved multiple times and they're still looking pretty darn good. So what's left? Matt has to do his thing with his tools, organizing. That's what he likes to do. Obviously, we've transplanted some of the stuff that was in front, but there's all the foam inlays have to go in. So he's got his work cut out for him. I'm gonna bring those in and just lay them out in front of here, or maybe on the countertop, and then he can start playing around with that when he comes in. Yeah, but I think it looks pretty good. Please, look at the entire array, Mike. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty good looking unit. I think so. I think it's okay, Mike. I think it's looks pretty sweet, honestly. And you know, the creme de la creme is having the lift control inside the cabinet. That's Mike's spec. I like that a lot. So what's left? I think next we're gonna do the compressed air system, right, Mike? So we're gonna get the Werther installed, a little bit of customization. So that's next. And then I think we're just about done.
I agree.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yes. Yes. Success. On to the next. What's next, Mike? What are we doing today? We're getting some buy one, get ones in? Yeah. Potbelly sandwiches. Yeah. Well, Potbelly's probably nation. Well, I don't know where it is, but anyway, that's up next for Mike and Mike. Yeah. All right. Cool. See you guys in the next one.